The show is awesome. It's overwhelming in the beginning to have so many people, but when I get out there, it's like I'm a whole different person. It's like it just takes over because before I go on, I'm so nervous. I keep thinking, what if nothing comes through? And that's my biggest worry. But once I get out there, it's just like it just happens. It just takes over and it just goes easy. Diane Doyle. I'm a medium.
And how do you know you're a medium? When did you know you were a medium?
I've really never not known. It's just something I've just always...
What was it like when you were a kid? I mean...
I remember when I was a child, I didn't want to leave my bedroom at night. I was scared to go out to go to the bathroom. And my ears would ring all the time at night. I would just be like, and I'd go down to my mom and dad's bed crying, and they'd let me sleep with them. So I knew something was kind of different, what was wrong with me. I don't know, but I was scared at night when I was little. I didn't understand it until the first time I really knew something was different with me was at 15. When I was 15, I really knew. And that was, I was sitting next to some woman that was going to have a baby, and I just felt very uncomfortable. And I knew something was not right. And I had to move. And when her child was born, it was born with a cup house and a hair lip. And I felt bad. I felt like, did I do something wrong? But it wasn't me. It was just, I realized it was just something I knew. And then it was things like our dogs at home would be sick, and I would stay up with them at night, and then the next day they were fine. Things like that, just odd things happened to me.
So, what about being able to receive messages from those who've passed on? When
I never understood how I did it. It's a learning thing. I don't think anybody knows exactly how it's done. Mm-hmm. So in the beginning, I thought I had to hold something that belonged to people, because I really didn't. As a matter of fact, back when I started, there was no real people to follow like there are now on TV and stuff. So I would hold something that belonged to them, thinking that I would connect that way, because when I would go into an antique store or things that, I would feel all these emotions, and then I didn't understand that either, the emotions I was feeling. So when the very first time I would just hold something to somebody's and thought that's, holding it would give me the energy to forget what was going on, the reading. And as time progressed, I realized I didn't need anything. I just learned I don't have to have anything to hold. It just comes to me. I never second guess when I'm reading someone. If I second guess what I see or feel, then it will be wrong. I have to go with the first thing that I see, and then I'm right. It's if I second guess at anything in life. Right. I'm usually pretty good about the homes we've lived in. I see it. I know where we're gonna live, and I just poor Bobby can't get away with anything. He cannot get away with anything. Bless his heart.
That's funny. So, like you said, there was nobody really to follow back in those days.
No.
So how did you put two and two together? What was going on that you had a gift that other people didn't have?
When else talked about it, no one would say, "Oh, I can do this," or "I didn't see anybody doing it." As a matter of fact, the spiritualist camp in Waniwak, I went there a few times when I was younger, and every time I'd go, they would say, "Do you know you have this gift?" So they knew, and then it got to where I would read them. So I would spend my time reading the person that was supposed to be reading me, and they would be like, "Do you want to come work for us?" So it was just things. And then I heard about the University of Arizona. They were doing studies on people that had gifts, and I contacted them, and I was scared to fly there. So instead of flying, they did mine over the phone. So they would study me over the phone, and I did I call them cold readings, where I didn't know the person, couldn't see them, and I would talk to them over the phone, and I would read them over the phone.
Okay.
And they said I was amazing.
So you did the university study. What made you want to come out?
This actually got bigger than me. It really, truly did. I mean, there would come a point where I was struggling so hard, and I was sick a lot. And I know people would say, you're sick all the time, you're sick all the time. But I was holding it all in, and I wasn't able to let it out because I didn't want people to know. And some people do criticize me, and some family members want to disown me. But I can't make it go away. It's who I am. So when I finally decided to come out big, I discussed it with God. And I said, God, if this is what you truly want me to do, I will do this. And I was having surgery the next day. And I said, get me through this surgery, and I will do what you ask of me. And I woke up from anesthesia, I guess, and I wasn't aware of it, but I was reading all the nurses, and Dr. Weber, my orthopedic surgeon, asked me if I remembered that, and I did not. And he said, I don't know what you have, Diane, but you have a gift, and you need to use it. It's an amazing thing. And I think that's a pretty good big sign from God right there. And I said, I'm not going to hide it anymore. And since I came out, I actually do feel better. I don't have colds all the time. I've had a couple little hiccups. I get tired, but I actually feel better. Things don't bother me as much. I don't deal with drama with people anymore. I am who I am, and if they don't like it, I'm the one that has to answer for it, not them. I never want to get to the point where it gets so big that people leave unhappy. It shouldn't be about the money. It shouldn't be about thousands of people and only 5 readings. This is about connecting people and letting them know that there's more to life than just this. That when we die, our energy is still here. Our loved ones are still here. They're with us right now. They're with you right now. Our loved ones will never leave us.
What's the one thing you'd like people to know about yourself? Besides being a medium. Tough one, huh?
How much I really do. How much I really do care. And how much this has not been easy. And that I really do love people, and I really do care. I mean, this is who I am. And that's all I can, I have to accept it, so.